Привет, Павел. Hello everyone, it's the 12th episode of me writing Half-Life 2 map renderer, and today I'm going to do skyboxes and show a couple of things that I've implemented offline, which is let me just show it to you. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Basically the entire Half-Life 2 world loads in 4 seconds on my machine. Well, there are no objects and the rendering is pretty basic. DirectX 7 level, I'd say. But anyway, just it loads in 4 seconds. And that's because, let me just open my Emacs. That is because I did this really cool optimization. Probably I should show it to you here. Like, it's very basic. So I noticed that most of the time spent when loading a level happens in when converting light map pixel colors from its internal format stored in BSP file into 16-bit RGB. And yeah, the optimization is basically what we do here when the color is being loaded. It runs this function, which is like something. Let me show it here. src bsp delete. Okay. How is it called? Scale light map color. So basically for each pixel there are 3 values, RGB and exponent, and one exponent value for I'm not sure why is it there, like maybe for it's even there for Half-Life 1, I believe. So it's not, it doesn't seem to be added for HDR support or anything, but anyway, it's still there, and basically it's there to multiply this value, the component value, by 2 in the power of this exponent. It's slightly more complicated than that. So yeah, the actual function is like this. This is directly taken, not directly, like this is reconstructed from a source, public source SDK sources. There are several layers of doing this. But basically, function looks like this. It takes this thing, then scales the color, multiplies color by the 2 in the power of 6 exponent, divides it by 255, then applies gamma correction, and then also divides that by 2, and then restores the normalization for the byte pixel color from 0 to 255. This takes a lot of time. So the optimization here was to build 2 color tables. Basically, both the color and exponent are unsigned bytes, so they have only 256 distinct values, each one of them. So what I did is I built this function really when you like work with it a bit, it really derives into boils down into multiplication of 2 values, one of which is dependent on C and another one is depends on exponent. So I can build just 2 tables and which are built here. This is a small thing to make sure that there are no, like, there are possible exponent values which result in bits shifted too far away, like it will still be 0. Grintю, привет. So this one, and then the function, then the table value here, which is like this, and for the table, color table, not exponent table, for color table, I do this, which is basically gamma correction with thumb terms from like separating this function into multiplication of two separate functions. And then what I do here is just multiply them and bit shift. Basically, these tables are kind of fixed point values, where lowest 12 bits are for I forgot the word in English for that, but basically for values less than 1, like how was it? How is it called? I forgot. Дробная часть. How is it in English? Like for the part beyond the dot, something like that. After the dot. So yeah, and this gives like this speeds up map loading like 3 times. This very simple thing. And what it enables me to do is something like this. So this is the main file. I also have to delete the temporary file there. What I want to do here is try to load files while the world is being rendered, not in a separate thread, in the same thread. So what I do here is there's this loop which loads all the maps. What it should do, it should only load the first map. So it shouldn't do this, it should just load the first map, which is G maps begin. And after this, it should just load, instead of skipping unloaded map, it should just load the map. And I need collection here, so I need something like global collection chain. Right. Fractional part. Thank you. 12 bits are for fractional part. And I also need to make sure that only one map is loaded here, so no, can load map is set to 1, and then if map is not loaded, then can load. If can load map, then this. Try to load it, and if it failed, ESP load result. Success isn't equal to this. Then I need to mark this map as map loaded equals to 0, map loaded equals to minus, set it to -1. And Якорка, привет, map less than 0, then continue. Yeah, something like this. And I need to have collection, global collection chain here. Struct collection chain. So yeah, the collection chain should be global, and then I can just yeah, delete this. Probably should also do collection chain, set it to 0. It's better this way, more readable. If a not map or no collection chain. So yeah, let's try this. Yeah, okay, it doesn't work because I forgot to do this thing, which is can load map 0. It will just on the first frame load all the maps, and now I made it wait. So this is how it looks. Let's try this again. Okay. That was basically it. It would be also possible to do map loading in parallel, but this would require more thinking, and like when it just loads now within 3 seconds, I don't really think that it's beneficial. When I will be making it run on Raspberry Pi, maybe then I will have to think about loading it in parallel, but I'm not sure. Maybe the bottleneck there will be like reading from SD card. I will have to measure that, but currently I'm happy just that I don't have to wait for the entire thing to load before looking at it. So yeah, what was this? Okay, this is in progress. Resources. What? Not longer to have another stream on demand. Actually, use texture when inside. This is from 5 years ago, and it doesn't make any sense anymore. Let's rename all of this crap. So, load one map per frame. Don't make user wait. Almost 4 seconds to load the entire how-to world. This is me. Milestone. Why Portal 2? Yeah, I don't remember have I told you that or not, but I tried loading Portal 2 and it doesn't work. It only loads one single map. It doesn't load any resources for. Probably because Portal 2 uses BPK format 1, which I don't support, but it's not that hard to make it support. But more importantly, it seems like Portal 2 uses separate method for separate mechanism for connected maps to each other. It doesn't seem to use landmarks. So I will have to look at what happens there. But basically, level geometry loads for a single level. So yeah, do I have a task for that? Let me finish with this one. Status. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, okay. Okay. And CC, this is load one map per frame. Fix number 12. Fix number 12 and then git push. So yeah, this is now done. This is done. And I haven't been streaming like for half an hour. Okay. Skyboxes then. First, Portal 2. Portal 2. I don't seem to have a task for that. Okay, let's make some tasks. Issues. I will have to fix this at some point too. New issue. This, no one will do it besides me. This is a bug, I'd say. Not a bug, this is enhancement. This is what is this? I have no idea how to classify that. This is streaming, I will be doing this on stream, and this is relevant to Portal 2, which is support VPK 1, VPK version 1, Portal 2 uses that for some reason. I have no idea. Every other game uses VPK 2. Я хочу делать рендер на все игры, которые... Все валовые игры, которые вышли... Ну, которые на Source. Не все, ладно. Вот эти игры. Portal 2 был протестирован, как я уже сказал, он не работает. Вот это все работает. Вот это работает, работает. И Portal работает. Это все работает. Я хочу второй... Вот это вот все соединить вместе. Потому что они все соединены... Ну, понятно, что у них уровни не содержат информации о том, как их соединять. Но я могу их заинжектить. Там все равно придется тащить метаданные рядом. Это будет дальше. В общем, я хочу вот это все соединить в один гигантский меш. С порталом, наверное, так просто не получится. Но, в общем, я хочу добраться до второго портала тоже. Потому что он кайфовый. Он должен быть интересный. Его интересно соединить. Okay, I have to update readme now too. Let me update it. First of all, what works, what Portal 2 was tested. What doesn't? Portal 2. It uses VPK version 1. C. What was the number? Issue number? 36. 36. And seems to use different mechanism for stitching levels. Maps for transition for maps transitions. Okay, and also what I did is I changed my Twitch username for to this thing. This is lame, but yeah. I didn't like the underscore there. Okay, so face geometry basics. Okay, 2 files, materials from pack file lumps, txt, 5 textures, base textures. Is there anything else yet? Windows is not Windows is supported. Raspberry Pi, Windows, Linux. No macOS support yet. Stay tuned. Алексей, привет. Мару Инфантри, привет. Музыку генерят, музыку не генерят. Музыка это вот Demo Vibes. Demo Vibes.org. Это музыка из всяких разных демок. Как правило, первые половины нулевых. Okay, maybe I don't have anything else. 1920. Most of the maps from these games. I'm not sure if I have any maps that don't work from these games, but I won't change that yet. And that's yeah, update. What did I do? Just Windows is supported. Portal 2 doesn't work. Update links. Which link? Okay, this seems to be it. Okay, so this thing doesn't work for some reason. It doesn't. Sure. Okay. Issue. Will this work? I really hope that fix issue in preview changes. It doesn't make it any better. Leave page. New issue. Yeah, another issue is figure out portal 2 map transition mechanism. It doesn't seem to use landmark entities like other games do. Although this is me. This is bug. This is on stream, and this is Portal 2 milestone. So skyboxes, and yeah, I have new cards. Figure out. This is planned for, I think, somewhere here. Support VBK version 1, somewhere here, I'd say, but it's really a small task. So yeah, skyboxes. And the thing with skyboxes is that I don't know how they work. I haven't looked into that. And I will be doing this right now with you guys on the stream. This is, yeah, this is a bug. I'd say this is a bug. Yeah, bugs are things that I really want to do, and enhancements are like other things that would be cool to do, but yeah. Model support, and I don't really want to do model support. Okay, skyboxes. So the Valve wiki seemed to have information on from the point of view of map maker. PK, not PK, how BSP file format. Maybe it has some references where skybox don't draw indicative should don't draw but add to skybox. Okay, visibility. The leaves can belong to the same cluster and file. What is this? Interesting. Lighting, box. Okay, this is entities. Okay, what I want to do here is let me just dump entity lump to a file. When I so this is int of d open entity lump or read write and yeah, and or create, of course, and with like anyone can read something like this, and then just write fd lumps entities p lumps entities and close fd. This way I will get all the entities from. Why do you okay, do I have a way to no w error? Okay, so although it will, so I don't have anything to merge later. Max maps will be a single map make, and I don't. It will get some warnings, but I don't care about them. You seem to FC until okay. C until H, right? Okay, and let me look at entity lump. So there's the first entity world, max and means, max prop, light, sky name. Sky name, sky day 0101, class name world spawn. Light. Let me just go through the entities and maybe I will have an idea whether that has anything interesting. PC, remote hint, trigger, PC, hint, trigger. Interesting. Oh, not really. Okay. And this is just 5% of the entities. You know what I want to do? I want to do it like this. Class name, sort and unique. trigger change level. Or spawn landmark. Do I have landmark? Change level. Landmark and map. Okay, sky name it is. So let me search for it. Sky name. Sky name. Map format. Okay. Okay, let me read the skybox spaces. Then they are typically distributed sky. 2D skybox, 3D sky. Oh, I won't be doing 3D skyboxes. What does this do? Okay. What is this? What is this? I have no idea. Okay, skybox 2D. Skybox texture, sky camera. Let me actually open this entity lamp. Sky camera. No, I don't have anything like sky camera. Simply texture a world brush, not a brush entity with the tool skybox. Game is probably seen through each surface that tool skybox is applied to. Interesting. Through each surface. So maybe what they mean here is the level has some kind of well, actually when it's processed, when the geometry is in BSP file, it has some faces with tool skybox thing, which will be rendered by kind of skybox shader, I'd say, which renders the texture there. I can't use that because it would mean that huge areas between levels won't get skybox rendered, which I really want to do, actually. Has visible seams. It's not your fault. Is the next section of how to change the default. You should never create a skybox by drawing a big called out cube with the skybox texture around your map. Okay. So that was that's what this optimization was about. Map menu, choose map properties. Skybox texture name field. Okay, this is not interesting. Skybox lighting, don't care. Creating the custom 2D skybox texture. Here are your image files. 6. Clamp S and clamp T. Create material for each texture. Unlit generic base texture. HDR compressed texture. No focus nor C. Convert them. So basically I need texture with these names, right? For gold source. Carrot juice. Okay, carrot juice. Now play flight to the center where you want a skybox. GGA size. Map 16 here files and now create and save in folder names. Give map screenshots. Okay. GFX and folder. List of skybox textures. Here map and home episode 2 you need to add HDR to the end of most sky names if it is not already there, so it doesn't cause the sky texture to stretch. What? Okay, music ended. I'm really running out of demo vibes here, guys. Demo vibes 8.
If you don't mind, we'd like to play something for you.
Oh, this is another thing, yeah. Okay, this is... yeah, I tried WebRender yesterday and it crashed my computer. Don't recommend that. Реальные тени. Tools, textures. Light environment. Why do I have this open? Texture browser within Hammer to see some of the skyboxes available in the game you are mapping for. Sky day. It doesn't seem to have information that I want. Sky template. Urgency. Whatever. Oh, this is pretty. Okay, so summary is so that so I just basically need to load 6 textures named this way. So when I get sky name. Like this. I just need to load 6 textures with the names concatenated with RT or something. Like BK back, DN down, FT front, LF left, RT right, up, up. Okay. Okay, let's try it. Why not? Let's try this. And this will be... I need to do several things for that. One thing is I need to change material. What? Delete. I think I need to refactor this a bit. So I should have like material, texture, material, texture, base 0, material, texture, base 1. I'm not sure why I have that, because, well, I don't have support for base 1 textures, or base more than 0 texture. Anyway, I really want to do texture sky and front. Back, up, down, left, right, and yeah, this is 0. Count. Textures. Do I need to have this as a material? Probably not. No, I don't. No, I don't need to have it as a material. This becomes interesting, actually. This becomes interesting because what I really want to do is to have a skybox as a cube texture, which is a single texture which has 6 layers. Which means that I can directly reuse current loading, texture loading stuff code that I have, because its interface is to load single texture, single file into single texture, and cache this texture. What I want to also look at is and map environment maps. How does this cube maps? Reflective materials, okay. Building cube maps. Cube map will be built. В одном файле хранятся текстуры, раскиданные по разным слоям. Не совсем так. Смысл в том, что у меня API один файл, одна текстура. При том, что Skybox, судя по всему, хранится в 6 разных файлах. При этом я хочу иметь все эти 6 разных файлов как один объект текстуру OpenGL-ную. Texture text. I forgot the function name. GL texture text image. Text image. Text image 2D, and this is what I want. Yeah, cube map. I can specify several of these. So, light environmental textures and map. Cube maps. Building cube maps. As we were at, after the maps finish one, we just build cube maps console command to begin building cube maps. For the skill, we will HP set render, and this can take seconds or minutes to complete depending on your system configuration. The cube maps to properly be applied to all surfaces.
The Battle of Iraq is one victory in a war on terror that began on September the 11th, 2001. We will make no distinction between the terrorists who committed these acts and those who harbor them.
But this doesn't say what actually happens. For some reason. Yeah, and I don't have anything saved there. Okay, let me just look at VTF. Texture format, frame, face, slice, cube, and environment map at 6 face cube map. Okay, so there are two separate ways to store cube maps. Skybox is basically a cube map. And those ways are as skyboxes do. There are 6 separate files, and cube maps, like environment maps, are within, seems to be within single single texture file, but has 6 faces. Okay. Okay, how should I proceed with this? For both of those cases, I want like to get texture. So in the BSP loader, when I process entities, what I want to do is just do something like texture get, pass it a name of the texture and name of the skybox, and then it magically returns me a texture object with cube map texture in it, and then this texture is best and then it goes something like this. Where do I have BSP model? Okay, model. This is not model, this is like a level map or something. So somewhere here it has like struct texture pointer skybox, right? And then render decides how to render the skybox and stuff like that. This seems to be right. Yeah, this. But then I have to change this API. So I don't need any support from materials, like go away. Whatever, this is not material. But I do need to have some support from texture loading. And texture will cache skybox textures. File texture. Yeah, and it will have to what to do? I need to change API. Need to change API. One other stupid issue there that I'm using C and I'm using my own like stuff for everything is like when I get to world spawn entity, read entity and drum props. I'm just thinking. So it will get entity prop values here as a string view, which is not a null terminated string. Right? right? Right. Value length, not even a string. I have like two separate parsing routines for this format, and I will be making a third one for fixing maps, because I will have to have my own method, my own format, like configuration for games to fix up level loading. Okay. You know what? Let me take a break, like a 5-minute break, and I will return to this. Break. And yeah. Yeah, see you in 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, Yaspina. So you know what I will do? I will just make another function here, like const texture. Texture get skybox. Like, why not? And what it will do, it will also type def struct string view. And int length. String view. Name. You know what? Let me do it like this. Collection. Stack. TMP. I'm tired of writing struct everywhere, so let me just fix up that too. src src collection age struct type def file while I'm at it. I will change this and mem src mem something mem pools are right def and what stuck. Why does this not work? I have no idea. Interesting. This is F, right? It should find the next. Find next S, and it doesn't work. Is it line only? Anyway, texture. Collection. Okay, and this one will do texture. Why do I write this? I can just copy. Get skybox. And what it will do, it will have a separate function for loading stuff. And this becomes also like not really convenient because texture load now can texture upload map. Okay, I will need to have separate render API for cube maps. right? Right. Okay, this is becoming like a big thing. Text format. Then I will have like texture type, regular texture, cube map texture, and I will have like render texture create, render texture update. So many things to think about. With text format. Okay. What does this do? I will format with height, border, format. So basically, those are the same, except cube map. Does it have any information on cube? Two-dimensional cube map texture for current texture unit specified GL active texture. At least 64 texel height for back texture, at least 16 texels high. Max cube map texture size. Okay. Another concern is that whether the texture skybox texture will fit within cube map texture on Raspberry Pi. Let's hope for the best. Right. Texture create params, pixels format with height. From a pixel format. Should their texture be the same type? Probably it should. Create. VSPS RC render page. This is render age. And it basically pulls the entire GL headers into whatever is using rendering. This is not cool. I want to avoid that. Okay, I seem to need a separate texture upload function, which is basically the same but for a separate we'll need a separate parameter create params, so I need to change it like create params and I need to have like type div in or text type. Which is in, not in bottom time, or text type, regular 2D, or text type cube x px, and x py and y and p's and z. Text type. Don't need a separate render texture. Hide format name. I want to do a sanity check whether like I loaded all the faces of the cube texture, and these I want to do like bit flag 4, 5, 6. It would seem like today I won't be finishing skyboxes. Too much stuff to fix, to implement, change, and yeah. Okay. Okay, this seems somewhat close to what I want. So then, texture loading looks like this. When I do regular textures, is type or text type 2D. Load. Text params. Load map type, and then I can just have this as text type text type text type and then I can reuse these. Like regular stuff should have our text type 2D. Why? What do you not like about this? Ah, it's float map type. Okay, and then texture load. Okay, I don't need to do this. Probably. Cache get texture. Oh, fuck. Cache does require null terminated strings, right? Terminated strings. Yeah, I don't really want to change that now. That is so much stuff to change, and it will be so slow to do on stream. Src hash hash. There was a stream. Yeah, it would be totally fine to just have it to change it. Like there's not, it shouldn't be that hard, but it's still a lot of work. So what I need to do here is just create a z name, local name, stir name length +1, and mem copy z name stir and name length and the name length is 0. Common like libc. This will break Windows. I will fix Windows sometime. And this is CNAME. And if you have cache this texture in cache, then you're fine. Otherwise, you are going to load it. And you don't need a local name length +1, you need to do it much more what do you need to do here? You need one. I just want to reuse the name for other texture names. So you need like 2 bytes for skybox direction, then 1 byte for dot, then 3 bytes for VTF. Do you need VTF here? No, you don't. VTF will be and dot will be automatically added by collection, so you need like 3 bytes. And the name 0 name len plus 3. You don't need that. And then begins this. Why did I close together file? Average color. I don't care that much about average color. Texture load. So yeah, texture load also needs texture type. Our text type, and then I'm just place this with type, and this will load regular our text type 2D. And this one will have several stages of this. So const char success, and this is where I look at this list. Skylist, skybox, how do I bk dn. It's even more interesting than that. Struct faces, 6 of them, and this is like const char suffix, and our text type bk back. I believe it is our text type cube negative y in Half-Life in source coordinate space. Black dn down is our text type cube negative z. Ft is our text type cube positive y. LF text type cube left is negative x. T is objects type cube. Positive X. And up is objects type cube. Positive Y. Positive Z. And that's this. Yeah, this is const. And here goes a loop from 0 to 6, which does this part, not this part, this part. Let me just copy all of this here, and then I will figure out. So you should do mem copy CPY z name plus name length and faces I suffix. This way you make the name proper. Okay, I forgot how to program for a moment there. If this texture wasn't found, then you basically complain that this entire thing failed. And you can't return a... okay, you return a placeholder, whatever. And just let me leave a fix me partial loaded skybox will click here. This is the name. Also, this stuff here is fix me will collide with non-skybox textures with the same name. Placeholder, whatever. The name. Local textures, I already have that. And this is face type. Faces type. The name. And you also like return placeholder texture here. Probably should be done.
In the universe, that all other life forms are inferior.
Okay. This... Why did I delete the cache texture? The name. Yeah, this is skybox loading. Hopefully. Next thing that I need for it to work, I need to actually fix rendering to support the new texture upload functions. And this is where I need to properly track state of the R texture. So previously I had this render texture create, which operated with our texture of any state, and it just rewrote it with the new stuff. Here I need to distinguish between non-initialized texture and texture that was previously created, for which I need texture init, texture. This will You know what? This can be a macro. And it can be a really cool macro, like t gl name equals -1 while false. I usually forget why this, I mechanically know that the right way to do scopes is like do while false, but I always forget what is the reason for that. There's like this weird use case where this helps. So yeah, and then I need to use that, actually use that. Let me actually pt, like pt texture ptr, texture ptr, yeah, and then I render texture init with local texture. What? This is C++. This stuff can live here. Texture sky box faces. Something like this. Yeah, and it should work everywhere. Then rendering, fixing rendering. Src C, render C, delete. Render texture. Okay, you are not creating anything anymore. You are uploading. No, upload params. What assert should I use here? Do I have like render as yeah, and obviously I need to do this. So here I go. If texture GL name equals to -1, then I need to do a few things. GL event. Okay, docs.gl. GL again. Textures. GL event. Right. GL is texture. Texture, but not yet stated texture. Okay. Push these two. Type flex is 0. Another thing that I need to check is this parameter. Texture cube map. And chill. Int texture. Texture cube map. Okay, const binding, which this is params type equals to argtext type to d. If it equals to argtext type, then gl texture. The binding is gl texture to d. Otherwise, is gl texture cube map. And then replace gl texture 2D with everywhere here. GL text parameter. Wrap is the same params type text type to d, then it's gl repeat, otherwise it's gl clamp. What? Okay, this. Gel texture 2D, base texture, gel texture. Okay. Will this work? PSP load model light map. Oh yeah! Another thing that I wanted to do, actually, while I'm touching textures, is I wanted to do, fix the leaking colors in light maps. You may remember those tiny green lines when the camera is far away from some light mapped surface. I will fix that. Another hour of streaming passed, so I'm taking a small break, 5 to 10 minutes, and I will return to fix this and try how new textures work, and then we'll probably get to Skybox finally, or maybe not, I'm not sure. A short break then. I'm back. Павел, пожалуйста, прости, что так долго. Когда-нибудь я научусь программировать и буду делать все быстрее и правильнее. So yeah, fixing things. Fixing the light map. How to do this? How to do this properly? First of all, VXP сервер, привет. First of all, light map texture is different in a way that it doesn't need mip maps. Well, mip map basically break it. And that's it. That's it. So when we generate mip map. So yeah, int generate mip maps. And then I can just if params generate maps, then generate mip maps. I think at this point textual upload params should be like pointer. Is anyone watching from Twitch? There was a report that Twitch broke and doesn't show anything.
Do you hear the music?
But I don't see anything. It doesn't complain.
Do you hear it? Do you hear it?
Okay, so I need to fix several things here. So yeah, this and texture upload. Basically, I do need to these regular textures do need to have map generations. One. And this one, render texture. Okay, I'll have a Привет, Джона Блоу. Render texture create. Upload. Generate. Maps. 0. Upload type. Or text type 2D. And render texture init stx light map texture, and yeah, create here is not create, it's upload. Let's try this again, and it failed because it will try to rewrite entity lamp, but I don't need that anymore. Collection. Why? Type def struct iCollection. Texture src texture h. Yeah. Can I type def structure? Type def stack. Will it work? Cron worked, but render C create params again. Yeah, load texture, load, and first render texture. You need full texture. Nothing works anymore. Because what? Because I have no idea what render. Yeah, I do have render assert. Render error check. GL profile, GL trace, GL call, get error. Print. This one. You don't need to do abort. You need to like render assert. GL error. something like this. And you don't need this because, well, and this is weird. Okay, whatever. And you don't even explode. Max maps 1. And you're like, you're happy with everything, right? Okay, make debug. BT render texture upload. Not BT, break and run. And print params. Okay. Debug. And same thing, break, render, texture, upload, and run, and print params. Type. What the hell? BT render init. Okay, so I do have one thing here, which is params type is text type 2D, and like params generate maps is 0 because it doesn't make any sense. Music. I'm really running out of demo vibes. Live. Okay, live 1, go. Okay, continue. Next one.
This is my family.
Trailer failed. Okay. Once again, break, render, texture, upload, and run. And params. Type 2D with okay, continue. To be 2D, continue. Now, how do I help break points? Enable, disable. How do I disable breakpoint? Okay, help disable breakpoints. Disable one. Not run, but continue. Well, nope. Enable one, run, scratch, BT render init, BT, this was texture load. You should be fine. Should be fine. Should the light map be fine? Type maps. Yeah, this is also correct. At least it looks correct. Texture init. P texture. GL name. Okay, let's trace it. Again, texture, type flag 0, format is set. Oh, this is set. Okay, continue texture. Yeah, this is correct. Type flags don't make don't affect anything. Okay, I should probably break at light map. Text type 2D 368 B BSPC 68 disable 1 and continue. TX light map texture. Params upload upload. Generate maps. Okay, enable 1 and continue. This also looks correct. What is going on there? Okay, let's look at diff. Generate. The only change that I can think of is that I don't generate maps by default. Other things are pretty much the same for the existing textures. Params type, vertex type, 2D. GL name. Type flags, text type. Text type, this. This is weird. Everything seems to be the same, effectively. Type. The only difference that I see is that I'm not doing map maps for the light maps. What if I do generate map maps? Okay. Okay, so you don't like textures without map maps for some reason. Yeah, I know what's the problem. Basically, I have a wrong minification filter. Params generate map maps. Otherwise, GL linear. Min filter. What options does it have? Min filter nearest linear. You know what? It can be like nearest for like here. Yeah, and it works, and it still has this issue for some reason. So this didn't fix anything. You can see those green bars there. For some reason they are still there. Then I'm not sure why that happens. This is completely a different issue, but this stuff here, I have no idea why is there. Let's just look at all of the things. Can we see them more clearly? Well, at least they're not so apparent that as they were before. Do I have any other places where I can see them? This is weird. This. I'm not sure what's going on there. So currently I'm out of ideas for that thing, but I was doing skyboxes. Do I have green color anywhere else? I don't think so. This is the only thing that has this green color. This should be it. I have no idea why that's so. No, nothing. Nothing comes up. Okay, skyboxes. Skyboxes. First of all, I need to make sure that texture is complete. And for that, I need to texture type flex params for type. This will give me a flex of all of these when they are uploaded. And well, let's start, at least try to load them. Load the skybox. Read entity props, and here entity info landmark. Landmark, change level. Okay. I'm starting to forget in all of these. Read entity and dump props. What I need to do is have a special function for read entity trigger change. Read entity world spawn. And the only property that I care about is sky, what do we call sky name? Sky name. And what it does is model skybox is equal texture get skybox string view sky is props 0 value props value length sky ctx collection ctx tmp persistent. Yeah. Const texture. Whatever you want struct, you get struct. And we should do this only if props value length is more than 0. And we need to fix this in world spawn entity. World spawn. Okay, let's try it. It will try to load the skybox, but it won't try to. Texture sky day 01, 01 BK not found. Great. Just great. So I removed all the stuff that I had for mounting this, right? PK fuse. PK fuse. Another option that I have is I can reuse my own VPK loader in collection C, delete, VPK file metadata. I had something here to file metadata, file name temp. What is this? Sky day. Okay, so there are no there are too many things. You just showing me this for some reason. Okay, max maps 1, 2 goes to 1 and less. Sky material skybox. What the actual? What the? What the? So skyboxes are in materials. Sky material skybox. Well, that's fine by me. I don't really care that much, but this is still a bit surprising. Usually textures are file texture skybox. You know what? I don't actually need the skybox stuff like this. I can do it in texture. I can do it right here. plus 3 and plus skybox 6 and 7 plus 7, and I can mem copy. Okay, I will mem set it first and mem copy the name skybox 7, the name plus 7, Sky Daisy. Okay, yeah. Suffix name length plus 7, right. Skybox. Found but couldn't be loaded. A not implemented texture format BGR8. Okay, BGR8, here I go. Texture and back to temp. Back DXT to 565. This anymore. Back to 565. Cursor, TMP file cursor. Stack TMP. Pre-up to position. See texture. Okay, so you read, you first allocate memory for texture and only then okay, I see. I will need to refactor that a bit too. Cursor. Do you need cursor? Why do you need you? Yeah, you need cursor for reading file. File cursor, width and height. Do you need with it? You do need with width and height. You also need texture size. Texture size. Okay, static 16T texture and back to 565. And for this you only actually need like unit 8 T src. You know what? You don't need to return anything. You are void. You are nothing. 16T DST and then just And this is it. Actually, the DXT unpacking function should be also like this. It shouldn't care about any of this crap. It should be handled by the upper function here, because this is common for all of this stuff. Can't allocate bytes, since SRC texture size, read. We have cursor here. Yeah. Cannot read texture data. Stack free up to position. Yeah, stack free up to position. Render texture upload. You don't even need to stack free up to position actually, because it will be cleaned up right above you. And then this SRC, and this is DST. Well, and you do need to know 888 and DXT 565. You do need to know the format here. UTF image format. What the hell? None. And you don't return anything, you just do. Okay, const if is here. High-res format. Const in UTF image format is HDR high-res format. Fail to unpack texture. It can't fail. It always succeeds. And it has completely different signature. It's like SRC texture, DST texture. Width, height, and format. Right. This is basically... Do I even need to have this function here? Not implemented texture format. UTF image GR8. Temp. You know what? You can do it like this. You can like switch HDR high-res format and then case VTF image txt1 or txt5, or I don't know. Can you support txt3? Then break and then case VTF image EGR8 text. Default print F unsupported texture format S, which is I believe there was this VTF format stir ring VTF format string HDR high-res format return 0. And what this function do is really simple, I believe. We just const int pixels is like width, height, and then for int e 0 I mean, less than is there any issue with the stream? Well, it doesn't seem like it. Less than pixels. For basically for all pixels we do this. Constant r is src. We also need to do this. Well, we can do like this, but I don't want to. BGR, does it mean? I'm not sure what they mean by such order. Do they have any info? Well, texture from BGR. What was the format? BGR8, red bits, compressed files, uncompressed texture, total bits. We'll have to figure out the layout experimentally. So R will be this. I can already like you have only 5 bits. G have only 5 bits. Need to do it like this, and then I need you to shift 11 bits to the left. Right. SRC1 is 2 bits to the right and 5 bits to the left. Constant B is SRC2, 3 bits to the right. And then DST I is RGB. Something like this. And this is early fail basically. Okay, let's try it. Texture unpack to temp. Yeah, sure. Okay, I broke the thing that I did a few streams ago, where I had the separate uploader function. So probably I still need to do this crap. I still need to have this as a separate function. GDIF, let me try to texture unpack to temp. So yeah, this was the function definition, and it was called here, somewhere here, right? Okay. Texture unpack to temp. I just want to reuse many things. Back to temp. This goes away, unfortunately. And it goes here. This body goes here. And you operate on format. And you do need to stack free up to position DST textures, DST texture, or SRC texture, DST texture. What? You allocate first the DST texture, then SRC texture. Yeah, SRC texture. Okay, so restream has been weird. Okay, type for 0. GL invalid enum. Yeah. That is because this binding is actually not that simple. Const GL, not const. GL enum. Binding, and it is by default the binding switch, but if binding text type is equal to or is not equal to objects text type to D, then I need to switch first type and do it like this case. Text type cube and nx means that is equal to GL texture cube, and what was the value of my positive x? Positive x. Столкнулся с маленькой странностью, не знаю, как ее гуглить. В общем, хочу сконвертировать структуру цвета RGBA из набора чаров, не массив, UN32. Ну, делать в лоб не получится, потому что у них порядок байт другой. Возможно, я сейчас, кстати, делаю то же самое. Я не знаю, что они имеют в виду под... где оно было? BGR, потому что вот здесь BGR, а есть RGB. Это просто байты по-другому расположены. В Indian конкретно сделать, может быть. То есть некоторые системы, например, имеют в виду там RGBA, что у них байты идут по порядку RGBA. А некоторые имеют в виду, что это идут в двойном слове по порядку, типа верхние там с 24 по 32 биты, это R, да? Хотя они там совсем по-другому будут на Little Endian. Вот. То есть, если в лоб так сконвертировать не получается, то либо надо, значит, флажок задать другой, что там ABGR, да? Или если такого флажка нет, ну, придется руками, значит, байтики эти переставлять. Либо там, ну, короче, где-то их придется переставлять так или иначе. Либо руками, либо флажок. Либо там, если это, например, в шейдерах обращаешься, то там можно просто свизл сделать. And this is PX. Is negative and negative x, and then I can just do it like this. X, Y, G, T. Okay. What?
time to find system override. No time to find system override.
I completely forget how to type. Chill texture 2D. Okay, I do need to have breaks everywhere. Chill melody now. What? What? Yeah, right. Valid value. Valid value. So you don't like something. You don't like something. Active texture unit. That's interesting. Okay. Where do I have to break a terminate, right? What? So now, this way you crash. No, not crash, but exit. But under debug, you are happy to run. How does this even work? Yeah, debug is later then. And also note that we are larger than 100k. What if I do strip desktop rels C? Still too many. My target was 64k. this is uncompressed, but yeah, I will have to think about that. I want this utility to be under 64K, uncompressed. I'm not sure if I will be able to do that. Well, compressed, obviously I will, because compressing this is trivial. But uncompressed is really interesting. What would make you complain about this? What's the difference between release and debug? So you are not happy about this being done.
God bless success, never forsake the soul. Exhibit, take control. God bless success, never forsake the soul. Exhibit, take control. God bless success, never forsake the soul.
Okay, run and then quit. Skybox not found. Okay, there's this weird thing. Sky. Okay, that's the difference between debug and release. There's these necessary garbage byte, which grows from this place. Now I can just retry, and I believe I will have a failure. Yeah. GL invalid value. So let me break at AF terminate. And now BT and go to frame 1 and print like params. Negative Y and texture. Texture. Type flex. So this is the first time you're uploading anything to the cube map. Okay, I need OpenGL cube map. Texture 6 times in the same size, movement level, and internal from the technical language. So these 6 faces of the cube map is specifying. Do I need to specify them in? Let me check for obvious mistakes. Okay, let me. Another weird thing to try is to. F1. What about like break on AF terminate? Okay. I really hope that you will. Positive X. You know what? I think. Do you think what I think? Are cube maps supposed to have like the same width and height? I think they are. Cube map OpenGen tutorial, right? With not equal to height. Target is one of the 6 cube map to the image targets, and the width and height parameters are not equal. Okay, yes, this seems to be the case. So this means that everything that I was doing for the past 2 hours is unnecessary. Like this it doesn't work. I can't do that. I can't have a skybox in a cube map texture because skybox textures have this weird thing with different width and height. And I'm not sure why is that. Is it like supposed to happen? The same resolution. Скайбоксы не должны быть такими. То есть они должны быть квадратные, да? То есть я просто что-то левое гружу, получается. Все квадратные. Интересно, интересно. Тогда я попробую вот так. Сейчас я выведу точное название. Вот точное название. Skybox Sky Day 0101 RT. Куда бы это написать и как? Где чатик? Ну-ка, если я загуглю вообще. Действительно не квадратная. Весело. Весело. Спасибо за инфу. Это на самом деле лучше, чем если бы она была квадратная. Ну, хотя непонятно, лучше или нет. Во всяком случае, я спокоен за свой ВПК-парсер. Что это все значит? Это все значит, что мне нужно просто тупо переделывать рендер скайбоксов. И у меня истекает время, мне нужно идти. Время уже 2 часа ночи. Я думаю, что продолжать со скайбоксами я буду уже в следующий раз. Буду грузить 6 отдельных текстур. Но вот это, по крайней мере, кубмапы здесь пригодятся для environment мэпов, если я их все-таки буду делать. So the thing is that reason why it doesn't work is that this skybox texture is not square. It has different width and height, which is not supported for CubeMap textures, and I can't use CubeMap textures for rendering skyboxes. Unfortunately, well, I could like do something here to resize texture, but I don't want to do that. I think it would be easier to just render skyboxes in a different way, like a real box with sides, something like that. And have 6 separate textures for each side of the skybox. Okay then. I really should be going now. I've been streaming for more than 3 hours. I think this is a personal record, 3 hours and 19 minutes. And I will be continuing with skyboxes next time, which is like scheduled is next Thursday, but it is very likely that I will be streaming on weekend. It happened. It's been happening like for several weeks now that I have time on weekend to stream. So I will be doing this, and yeah, this is pretty much it for today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for like socializing in chat and helping me with stuff. Special thanks to VXP server who like checked that indeed the light maps, the skyboxes have this weird size. So yeah, see you next time in a few days, or at least next Thursday. See you. Bye.